Okay, so we are here at the Mecca booth at the TCA Eastern Division York Meet 2023, October. And Stu had made a post of two pink box cars that were blank. And if you wanted to find out what they were, you had to come to the Mecca booth and check them out. So here they are. Lionel Girls box cars. 6464, and that is super cool. I know there's a couple of ladies out there that do run trains, and they love the pink trains. But while we're here, guess who I found? Stu!
Me! Hi, DAC Man. Thank you for coming. All you DAC Man viewers, don't forget, hit that thumbs up down below. Let me tell you a little bit about these pink box cars. So initially, we all probably are aware October is Cancer Awareness Month, so we wanted to do a cancer awareness pink box car. The one that we wanted to do, the license for it didn't come through in time, so we're still working on that. Maybe that's a little teaser for next October. Said too much already. Anyhow, so we said, let's still do a pink car for this October. What could we do? Well, everybody thinks pinks, girls train. Why not take the deco scheme that was on the 6464 box cars and put them on a pink box car? Matches the locomotive. The teal and blue that were, or the yellow that were in the original girls set. Just thought it would be neat to take the graphics from those 6464s, put them on a pink car, so now you have pink freight cars to run with your pink locomotive. So we pre-ordered these. They were delivered about a month ago. As you know, Sean, we didn't tell anybody what they were. We put a blank teaser online, but here they are. For those of you who are seeing this and are at the York Train Show, be sure to stop by because we do just have a limited quantity. Whatever we had pre-ordered was all whatever we pre-ordered with Lionel was all that was made. If we don't sell them all out here at the York Show, these will be online probably sometime mid-November, if I had to guess. So there's the Katie boxcar in pink, the 6464 515. As well as the New York Central Pacemaker 6464 510. So again, these graphics are exactly the graphics on the post-war 6464 cars, but put on a modern pink body. So that's the surprise announcement for York October 2023 meet.
All right, so I definitely had to stop in and see what that post was all about.
Thank you. We had fun putting that teaser out there. It generated a lot of interest.
Oh, that's great. So what else do you have to show us?
So we have several other things that were previously announced. So if you've seen them on our website or in any of our flyers, we announced those. A lot of our prior announcements have now come in, and we have a few pieces left. Whatever we didn't already ship out to customers, we have in stock. So we have a couple of different trolleys. We have 3 different trolleys. We have a Pacific Electric, we have a Texas Special, and we have an Entenmann's. So let me just tell you, let's start with the left one, because Entenmann's, everybody just loves Entenmann's. It's been a great license for us. They're wonderful to work with. So we really have fun with all the different Entenmann's items. Texas Special, I'll be honest with you, it's really been quite a bit more popular road name than we expected it to be. We put it on some other freight cars. We have an announcement that will be coming soon about another Texas Special item, but I want to highlight this Texas Special. I don't know how well it's going to show in the video, but this silver isn't actually a standard silver paint. This is more of a metallic silver down there, so it has a nice bit of reflection to it. So we just wanted to highlight that on the Texas Special. Real quick on the Pacific Electric, this one has a super cool story. If you know Disneyland out in California and you go into the theme park there, they have a small trolley painted in the 2-tone orange Pacific Electric like this, right down to the 717 road number. Oh, wow. Down there. And you can't see it because it's not lit up, but that little destination board there, these two are different. They have different lettering. They match the lettering on the trolley that's at Disneyland. So if you're a Disney collector, even though this one doesn't say Disney on it, this is as near of a replica as we could make using existing tooling as the one that's in Disneyland out in California.
Wow.
Let's move on to what else we have new. How about down here, Sean? We have a couple of unibody tank cars from Lionel. Again, these were ones that we've announced. Our customers that have pre-ordered these already have them in their hands. We have the George Bush 4141, matches the Union Pacific Bush locomotive.
That's a good one.
Union Pacific also did the Spirit of Union Pacific locomotive. So this one matches that. And again, it's neat the way Lionel took the graphics, wrapped them up over the top of the tank car onto the graphics on the other side. So it's not just graphics on one side, the other with the break in the middle. It's continuous up over top, just like it is on the Union Pacific locomotive. Beautiful details on the ends, the Union Pacific wing logo on that end. And there's a part of the Union Pacific, Spirit of Union Pacific locomotive that not a lot of people see. Everybody takes the pictures of the cab end, the front, the nose.
Right.
Not a lot of people see the rear end. So, but what actually is on the rear end of the real locomotive is on this end of the tank car. It's the POW MIA graphic.
Wow.
It's touching. It really should support our veterans that went through more in service than some of the other ones. So it's just a nice little touch there. Again, it's on the real locomotive. All we did was take those graphics, put it on our tank cars. As many people know, the Union Pacific Bush 4141 was inspired by Air Force One paint scheme.
Right.
We actually did an Air Force One locomotive. That one sold super fast, super crazy. Great. So we took that same paint scheme and put it on a tank car too. United States of America Air Force One inspired paint scheme. The road number down there is the tail number of Air Force One. Now, there's actually two Air Force One airplanes, two 747s, identical other than the tail number. One has tail number 2800. One has tail number 2900.
Oh, wow.
So we did both. So there's two 747s out there. We have two tank cars matching that. Same thing on the ends, the star and bar logo, the VC 25A. That matches all the designations that are actually out there on the real plane. We even had fun with the little red warning placards that say, "Warning, stay back."
Oh, yeah.
So we really put a little bit of a lot of detail into these.
Very nice.
Let's move on to some of our locomotives.
All right.
Again, all these locomotives are one that if you've been on the website or gotten our product packet, you would have seen already, but now they're in stock. Our Denver and Rio Grand Mughal in the classic Denver and Rio Grand green boiler scheme. You know, Sean, if you're looking down here in the picture, that's that virtual image, like the catalog image or the computer generated image, doesn't really do a good job of replicating the green. Now come up here to the real life model, the super dark gray graphite boiler, not a silver boiler, a nice dark gray graphite, the nice deep dark green. This is one of those locomotives that looks so much better in person than in that computer generated image. And we do have these for anybody who buys them here at York. There is a show special, $20 off, $6.99 instead of $7.19, and a special for DACman production viewers. If you can't get it here at York, but you want to buy it online, we'll still honor that $6.99 price. So DACman viewers also get that discount. You'll have to email us, and we'll refund that $20 back to you.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Thank you. The next thing that came in, we have a couple of these left. Our Long Island ES44. So this is a nice big scale size locomotive. It's not a traditional size ES44, but neat in the Long Island gray and orange scheme. Plenty of fun details on top, like the road number on top and the instrumentation on the roof there. Dashing Dan on the side of the cab.
That is so cool.
Super heavy locomotive. What a good puller.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
I mentioned a moment ago, our Entenmann's license and how much fun we have with Entenmann's. A year or two ago, we did an Entenmann's diesel, sold out super quick. So we decided to kick it up a notch and have a Entenmann's steam locomotive. This one is Lion Chief 2.0. So it has all of the electro couplers and runs with Bluetooth and great sounds. Again, nice deep dark gray graphite boiler.
Yeah,
and
I see what you mean. That the computer generation doesn't do this any justice at all.
yeah, if you're panning back and forth between,
wow,
this looks almost silver.
Yeah.
That looks almost silver. It's just the way the computer renders the image. That computer generated image compared to the real thing. This is when we design it with Lionel. This is what we have in mind, but the computer technology just can't replicate certain colors. Dark, they actually come out nice and deep dark in reality.
Yeah, wow.
Moving on down here, next one. About a year or two ago, Lionel did a pacemaker paint scheme on, I forget, a Mohawk or a mountain.
It was a Mohawk.
A Mohawk,
Yeah.
okay. That pace, it was one of those that looked way better in person than in the catalog.
Yeah.
So we went to Lionel. I'm going to tell you our philosophy here, because it's pretty easy. I said to Lionel, take that paint scheme and put it on a Camelback. I was really looking for a locomotive that would be less than $1,000. You know, that mountain Mohawk?
Mohawk, yeah.
That Mohawk. It was a big scale size steamer. It was not inexpensive. We wanted something a little bit more affordable, but captured that same cool feel. And we feel we nailed it with the New York Central Camelback. The darkened drive rods here. Again, graphite, dark gray graphite boiler. We really, the colors just work, the way the air tanks are gray.
Yeah, the Camelback, the Legacy Camelback actually brings people a more affordable steam option, for sure.
Real quick, the road number, and this was not my creation. Somebody came to me and said, August 7th, 1953 was the last time steam ran on the New York Central.
Oh, wow.
August, the 8th month, 1953, the last two digits, 53. That's how we came up with the road number, 8753. I want to give a shout out to my friend Don Close, who brought that to my attention before we put this into production.
Wow.
So thanks, Don. 8753 for what you told me about New York Central steam. This was one that I sold out long before it came in. Our first military-inspired SD70 ACE, inspired after a P51 Mustang airplane. Now these have long since sold out. This one is one that was returned because it's damaged. The sunshade right there was broken off, so we glued it on as best we could. But this is essentially a damaged unit here, but it's the one and only one that's left. Again, this nice metallic silver paint right there. We feel that the colors really turned out great on this one. Nice deep dark olive green. The last of the new motive power is from MTH. It's a Premier SD24 in the New York Central Lightning Stripe scheme. We did this one in two road numbers, 2587 and 3990. Again, we advertised these when MTH advertised their normal run of SD24s a year and a half ago, give or take. And so these came in recently. All of our pre-orders have been shipped out, and now we have a handful left that we have here at York. So that's the highlights of our motive power at York here, Sean.
Oh, wow. So do you have any further announcements?
Well, I guess we could do a little bit more, but come here, a little closer, come here. I got a secret. Come here. What are you doing so close? Back up! Actually, Sean, we did just finalize one that we're running a locomotive in conjunction with the Lionel 2023 Volume 2 catalog that was announced back in July.
Oh, wow.
Well, here we are in October, and we have a new announcement that nobody knows about yet. We've already signed the contract with Lionel, given them our production quantities. It's in production. We haven't announced it yet until now.
Oh.
So for Dakman Productions, worldwide release of the next uncatalogued METCA locomotive, and it's going to be the Lehi Valley S2 in the Cornell red paint scheme.
Wow.
And Lehi Valley only had a handful of S2s. They did wear a variety of different paint schemes throughout their lives. And the S2 from Lionel has been done in other Lehi Valley paint schemes, but never in the Cornell red with the black pinstripes. So we're doing that one. Road number is prototypically accurate. We looked at the color of each of these little grab irons, and there's more grab irons on the other side that you can't see. Those are all colored specifically to match the actual real life locomotive at one point in its career, because like I said, it did carry multiple paint schemes. So we ordered 40 of these from Lionel. So we have order forms here. These aren't even on our website yet. They'll probably be on the website in November when the webmaster puts some of this other information online. But DACman viewers, DACman subscribers are the first to hear about this next announcement from METCA.
And remember what Stu said, there's only 40 being made, so if you want one, you better jump on it.
Yep. Watch our website and get them when they come in. So, Sean, that's kind of the latest and greatest here, and I want to thank you for stopping by. Do you have anything else you want to talk about or look at or show
hold
your
on.
viewers?
You're not going anywhere anytime soon, because I just so happen to pick up your METCA brochure here, this cute catalog you guys put together, and I'm seeing one of the locomotives here is the P51 Mustang red tail. Now there's a unique significance why there's a red tail in this, and so can you explain that locomotive to us?
Yeah, sure. So we wanted to do a follow-up to that green P51 Mustang, the one that we only have that damage unit left. I wanted to, that was so popular, I wanted to do another P51 Mustang inspired paint scheme. But the silver, the little silver area on that locomotive, that silver curved area that has that metallic flake, that turned out so great. My design objective was do a locomotive that mostly has that metallic flake paint scheme. Google is your friend when you're doing these things. So I found this one, which was this model is inspired after the P51 Mustangs that the Tuskegee Airmen flew. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a super historian, so your viewers probably should Google the Tuskegee Airmen, and it'll take you to the Wikipedia page that talks all about it. So I will let that discuss the history, because I would probably mess up the details of the history. But again, the real P51 Mustangs of the Tuskegee Airmen, the red tail was the name of their plane because it had the red on the tail.
Yep.
It had the red and yellow stripes either on the nose around the propeller or maybe the cowling around the engine. So we grabbed those kind of design cues. The green on the roof here is meant to represent in front of the cockpit, between the cockpit and the engine. They had green on the top of it, reduces glare and reflection. Because remember, that was like polished aluminum, and the plane was very, very bright. But so they put green paint just on that upper part to cut down on the reflection in the pilot's eyes. So we carried that through. And again, Sean, you saw it so many times in our previous locomotives we just talked about, where the real locomotive and the catalog image looks so differently.
Yes.
This one is gonna follow that model. You may be looking at this saying, well, that looks like lemon yellow, it's all washed out, and the red isn't really deep and rich. When this one comes out, those yellows are gonna be a deep, dark, rich yellow. The reds are gonna be like that New York Central Pacemaker Camelback. Nice, deep, dark red. So the green on the roof here is the green like that other P51 locomotive. I know it doesn't look it, but when this comes in, this is gonna match that. So just another little thing. Cute, doesn't really replicate very well down here, but on the fuel tank we have 3 bombs, and one of them says Kilroy was here. Oh, wow. Matches the little bombs away text that we have on the side of the locomotive. We have those fun little details on here. They don't always get replicated here, but one last little detail, and I'm not going to say what it is because I want it to be a surprise when it comes in. We are working on a special sound set with Lionel. We've put our request in for some special sounds, but they've never been done before by Lionel. It's not just like we're taking sounds from other things and putting them in here. We're working with them to create some original, unique sounds that they've never put in a locomotive before.
Oh, wow.
So,
that's neat.
I'll keep my fingers crossed. I don't want to share too much because it might not actually happen.
Okay.
But when it does, we'll put this on the track and we'll see what it sounds like. They've surprised me.
All right.
Any others you want to talk about?
Oh, yes. So there is one thing that really caught my eye, and I like colors myself. So you have two very unique locomotives going on here. You got a Reading and Northern Redhead and the Lionel Lines Legacy that are pretty much interesting. Could you talk about those two?
Yeah. So in Lionel's 2023 Volume 2 catalog in July, they had Reading and Northern SD50s with black on top. That's the way the locomotives look today. When Reading and Northern first painted number 5018, they put red on top. Lasted that way in service, I'm guessing a couple of months, and then they repainted this with a black top. Lionel's offering the black top version in their catalog. We're offering the short-lived redhead, red top version. A lot of color, much more colorful. You know me, I like color sells. So we're very happy to offer that Redhead SD50 from Lionel. All brand new tooling that Lionel created for their July 2023 announcement.
And then the Lionel Lines locomotive is looking pretty sharp.
SD70 ACE. Again, this one, I don't know how to get the message across. The virtual image here is not going to be anything like the way the locomotive really is going to turn out. It fades from a dark orange on top to a cream. There's a medium orange here, then it goes to a lighter blue and a darker blue. The stripes come up one side of the nose, go diagonally across the roof. We have little Lionel logos on the top of the hood, on the top of the roof. It really, we took all that is Lionel and we said, okay, puke it all onto a locomotive. And this is what spits out. Again, these are going to be some nice, deep, dark, rich colors on here.
All right.
So orange, blue, and cream are traditional 3 Lionel colors. That's the majority of the colors on this locomotive.
How many of each of those are going to be made?
Only 40, which is the minimum that we can do with Lionel for a custom run.
Okay.
40 on the Lionel Lines SD70 ACE. And Sean, I'll be honest with you, I'm sorry, I forget, 40 or 50. I think 50 on the Reading and Northern, but it might only be 40, I forget. We had 4 locomotives all at the same time, so I kind of forget, match the quantities.
That's fine.
That's why I have a spreadsheet to remember all this, because I can't always. But 40 to 50 on that one.
Okay. And one more thing before I let you go. You and me had worked on this a little bit. Through email.
Yeah.
But so one other thing that really interested me was this Atlas O Conrail overstamped, basically Conrail patched Penn Central boxcar. So in the master line for the Berwick boxcars. So can we talk about that for a little bit?
We don't talk about that. That's Conrail. Nobody wants to talk about Conrail. You like Conrail?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, real quick. So Atlas announced earlier this year their Berwick boxcar masterline. Berwicks are super hot. Everybody loves them if you're running a big scale unit train. So yeah, we are doing 2 versions of a chassis system. One with C&O lettering, and as you'll see on the other side, B&O lettering. Also doing a Penn Central one. Penn Central actually had Berwick boxcars.
Yes, they did.
So this is a legit, prototypically, maybe not down to the exact detail. Again, we're working with the tooling that Atlas has. Yeah. But it's probably 98, 99%.
It's up there. Yeah, because I researched that myself when you sent me that email.
Right. So now, like I said, we're also doing B&O reporting marks on the chassis system. But yeah, obviously after Penn Central, when these cars went to Conrail, and Conrail didn't repaint everything in their plastic blue or freight car brown right away. They did a quick little patch out with whatever paint was sitting around in the maintenance shop. And it was another color, green, Might have been a darker green, might have been a lighter green. It is what it is. It was probably 10-year-old paint.
Right.
They said, patch out the Penn Central logos, put that on there, patch out the Penn Central reporting marks and put CR in there for Conrail. So yeah, we did a Conrail patched, Penn Central patched out to Conrail Berwick.
And just for those viewers who are watching, when Stu emailed me if this was what I thought about this, and this is very prototypical. I found plenty of pictures where this is patched out exactly how this is pictured here, and I said, Stu, this is 100% accurate. I mean, you should go for this. And I'm so glad that they're doing a transition era time period like this, you know, especially when it's Conrail being taken over Penn Central, basically is what's going on here. And as Stu explained, patching means just painting over the existing road name and road reporting marks over to Conrail.
So let me, for your viewers out there, I know when we talk, I say, I want to do this, I did this, I do that. I want your viewers to understand, even though I say that, that's not actually true. So I got my buddy, Andy Hybel, him and I collaborate on all of this. And ideas, a lot of times the ideas do come from here. A lot of the times the ideas do come from Andy. But your viewers, I hope they understand, it's not just us working in a vacuum. When I wanted to do something like a Conrail patch out, I reach out to a Conrail guy and say, hey, help me make this as realistically correct as we can. So whether it's Sean, you heard me mention earlier Don Close, who helped me with the road number on that New York Central pacemaker. You know, these guys, again, behind you, Sean, they're waving, they're trying to make me laugh. Recording live, it's live. I see you, Kevin. We reach out and get input from a lot of different people. And sometimes some of our products are actually inspired by viewers like yours. We can't think of it all. But yeah, we do get input from people like yourself, Sean. So the last thing I want to mention about these Berwick cars is the quantities. The chassis system, we're doing a total of 96 pieces. We're doing 48 in the B&O reporting marks, 48 in the C&O reporting marks. And with our Penn Central / Conrail cars, we're doing 48 with the Penn Central worm logo, and we're doing 48 pieces of the Conrail patched. So we're not going heavy on these. We ordered the minimum that we could, and that's what we're gonna go with, and hopefully the market likes them. So far, pre-orders have been very healthy. So, but if your viewers do like it, they still are on the website, so people can reserve the last few that are remaining unreserved.
And sometimes, unfortunately, they sell out, so they never make it to a show, right?
Oh, correct. Oh, Sean, those are my biggest success stories. Are ones that we never talk about because they sell out online, and we never have product to bring to the show. So, if anything, the stuff that you see here, you could somewhat consider them my failures because they didn't sell out 100% ahead of time. But even my failures, when we show up with 2 or 3 New York Central pacemaker camelbacks and they'll be gone before long, trust me, that's not much of a failure.
Right,
that's
yeah.
a success in disguise.
Yeah, that it is. Well, Stu, I thank you for this interview. We're going to check out the rest of the Mecca Table, and this is such a wonderful news announcement that you made for everybody. And so we'll catch you trackside.
We'll catch you trackside. Again, everybody, thumbs up, hit that like button for Sean. He really deserves it. Thanks, Sean. Have a great meet.
All right, thank you. All right, so let's check out and see what we have on the Mecca Table. That Middletown in New Jersey is pretty cool. There you go, blue coal. Mecca 1961. Here you have the Atlas O containers. And again, this stuff is only available at Mecca. So everything you're looking at, you're not going to buy it at a hobby shop. This is all through Mecca. Now the stuff we're looking at here, these tank cars, I don't know if they'll be online, so you would have to call or contact Mecca if you're interested in these. I don't think these are going to be online. I think these are cars you have to come to the show and buy in person, but they may ship them to you. Got the milk car. Texas Special Caboose. And also these are all limited runs. Very, very small amount being made. Okay, and thanks again for watching Deckman Productions video. This has been an interview with the Mecca Metropolitan TCA. You can check them out on the links in the description of this video. Thanks again. We'll see you later.